Hi everyone and welcome to the PFL Media YouTube channel. My name is Ecem and this is our first video to start giving tips and help you to improve your language skills. I am not a native English speaker. I've been through the language learning experience myself. During my school years, I have spent my time traveling and practicing English with native speakers. Yes, traveling may be one of the best ways to improve our skills in language, but since we are having difficult times due to pandemic, I can share my own experiences and journey online here together with you, which I hope will be helpful for you. I get a lot of questions from my friends about how to speak English fluently without causing embarrassment. We should stop caring about the embarrassment we could get. We should not think about being in control all the time. For instance, I was too shy to speak in front of people, and at first it was too hard for me to attend even English classes because of the idea of talking to my teacher in front of the whole classroom and making a mistake while talking was freaking me out. First, before overthinking it, please remind yourself that being imperfect, totally okay. Making a mistake is okay. So don't be hard on yourself. The moment I stopped thinking about myself or other people's reactions to how I'm speaking, I got better at it. It takes courage to get out of your comfort zone. But if you don't start from somewhere, there will be no chance for you to learn from your mistakes. I am going to share some common tips and make my own additions of the process to help you get there. So the first step I can give, which I'm still following to overcome my own confidence issues, is to speak to myself in front of a mirror or in my mind in English. Yes, you heard it right. It is not crazy. You can talk to yourself about your daily routine, your school or work life, or even about political events in the language you aim to learn. The key here is being able to think in a language other than your mother language. It is important to keep your mouth and mind connected. And the times when it gets hard to reach that confidence I need, what I'm doing is faking. It may not make sense at first, but if you're in a job interview or in front of an audience, they get affected by your body language and expressions, so you may have to pretend that you are confident with that foreign language. Eventually, it becomes easier, and you realize that by using the right gestures and keep practicing, you're going to feel the genuine confidence you need. Most of us may have heard of the immersion method. The reason behind why we hear it so often is that this method does actually work. For the ones who may be new to that term, we can consider it as being constantly exposed to something. To put it differently, it is the deep mental involvement in something. In our case, it is going to be about being involved in English. We're going to switch everything in our lives to English. I'm not only going to say watch movies or series with or without subtitles or read books. I'm talking about a full immersion here. If you still haven't done this, please change your phone and computer language to English. If you are cooking, try to follow recipes without translating them, and pushing yourself to learn your ingredients' names. If you are working out or watching online tutorials, try to follow the instructors in English. You can play board games like Scrabble, or you can choose an interesting online game of your interest. Even when you buy a new device, you can read its instructions in English. I can count more ways to support my idea, like listening to podcasts, news, or meditation channels. There are useful English podcasts that only take few minutes that you can listen to each day, including news, information about COVID-19 virus, and even about meditation. Before I go to sleep, I listen to a meditation podcast in English to fall asleep faster. Or whenever I hear a new English song, I listen to it and try to learn words in it. Of course, the concept here is not expecting to understand everything perfectly. But with visual support that recipes, games, and instructions provide, we can match words with pictures or video contents. And this way, we can remember them easier and add those words to our vocabulary. It is important to realize your progress, and I hope you will, but before that, I suggest you to keep your motivation up by choosing what is interesting for you to follow. Some of you may not like it, but planning is a big part of the learning process. You can try to find where you are lacking and create a program according to that to educate yourself. If you know when your brain is actively open to learning, you can practice the skill you lack in that time interval. Another useful trick when you learn a new word or expression is writing it down. It may sound boring or tiring, but when you're writing something, you are checking it and remembering it more than once. So if you write down the new word and its meaning with a little explanation and reminder of how you learned that word, I believe it will be highly effective. Also, to improve your writing skills and be able to look back how far you got with your vocabulary, keeping a journal really helps. Yes, I'm talking about making a little diary, or even further, it would be great to find a pen pal like old times. After all those tips we applied, there is one thing we cannot ignore: interacting. Since speaking and creating dialogues require more than one person, and our main goal here is to get you speaking English confidently, it is essential for you to participate in conversations. In order to gain confidence and the English fluency level we desire to reach, talking to as many people as possible is the key. If you are getting too worried or taking yourself back from speaking because you are getting shy, you can join online anonymous groups and speak with strangers. Other than that, you can always call a friend that you trust and feel comfortable with, then ask them to speak with you in English on the phone. Me and my best friend are sometimes calling each other and talking about our days, and if we're surrounded by people who do not speak English, we use it as a secret communication way to make it even more fun. Please remember that the first step is not being perfect, but it is talking in clear English that you can communicate with people. To reach the ultimate goal that each and every one of us desires, which is speaking like a native, we have to improve ourselves one step at a time. Learning a language is a quite long journey. I'm not saying this to intimidate you, but you try focusing on the fact that language is involved in our lives daily and lifelong, so in the end, it will be worth it. I am still learning new things every day about English and even about my native language, but it gets better and better when you try and start to enjoy the process. I hope you enjoyed watching and gained a few tips that you can use. If you did and want to keep practicing with me, please like this video, subscribe, and push that ring button down below. If you have any questions for me to answer, please write them under the comment section because I'm gonna be waiting to talk about them. I'm so excited to hear your thoughts about this video, so please do not hesitate to share them with me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.